Remix. 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 Remix.
Oh, yeah! Welcome out to the Remix Morning Show. Right here on Black Liberation Media. In case you didn't know, I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Here to bring you that boom bap breakfast. Yes, it's us, not just me. The MC coming straight out of Baltimore. Couldn't rhyme it, but y'all know who she is. She is no other than Burn It Down Kim Brown.
No.
Banned in the USA. They was banned from the USA.
Bam, bang, bang. Jam. A jam from 1990. Yes. Banned in the USA. Can we big up to the gods, to the fucking gods? Bob Vylan, Air Doctor. The way I had never heard of Bob Vylan before Saturday. And I said, seriously, Bob Vylan. Nigga, Bob Vylan be cranking.
I thought she was going to say Two Live Crew. I was like, Bob Vylan.
That's what I thought why you played Banned in the USA, because they have been banned. They had their visas revoked from coming to the US.
Well, look at our thumbnail right here. Born in the USA, so I put banned in the USA. And
but look at you, the prescience, nigga. You ain't even know what you was doing. You was lining shit up.
Nah, I knew what I was doing.
No, you didn't.
I try to play the song of the title of the thumbnail. Every thumbnail has a song. Is a song title.
But did you see the serendipity though? Did you make the connection that you were playing Banned in the USA and a black group was just banned from the USA?
Oh, nah. See, now
yes,
you put me
sorry.
on.
So Bob Vylan is a rap punk duo, and they played a Glastonbury festival over the weekend, and they've caused quite the how do you say it in British? Controversy. They've caused quite the controversy, right? So anyway, they got on stage, and not only did they scream and chant "Free Palestine," which the crowd joined in, and I don't even know if I should repeat the shit on here because it's not. I'm not offended by DEATH to the IDF, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they had it with a little pocket though. Deaf, and of course, so the whites are big mad. So the whites are big mad, and the snowflakes at the U.S. Department of State have revoked Bob Vylan. That's the group, but I think the lead rapper his name is Bobby Vylan or whatever. But I think they have revoked their travel visas because they were supposed to come to the States for a tour later this year. Because I got excited. I'm like, oh, they're coming to the States. I would love to go see them now. I love to go see them now. They've been banned.
Keontae Seeley says, shout out to Bob Vylan and the Kneecaps.
Nigga, big up, Kneecap, big up. Bob, never heard of Bob Vylan before Saturday. I'm so glad that they have made the international story because I'm loving the music. Ear Doctor, I almost sent you a couple of songs. I'm like, nigga, this shit crank a little bit. Like it does crank. Shout out to the British rappers. The apparently the UK rappers is the standard bearers out here.
Yeah.
These niggas
we can't Talib Kweli and Mos Def just performed waving a Palestine flag too this weekend. So it's
but there's a little difference between waving the flag and chanting death.
No comparison. I'm just saying in somebody else, out here putting in a little bit of work, I guess.
I guess, but I mean,
they always been on some conscious MCing as in to put the word out. Let's
I feel you though, but no disrespect to Mos and Talib, but they stay in their lane, right? They're not doing or saying anything that's going to get them condemned on the floor of the US Congress. You understand? Like they stay in their lane. The international condemnation coming from the Zionists for Bob Vylan. Y'all, they act like Bob Vylan got up there and said something terrible. I don't think they said anything terrible. They were referring to a military organization. And the way that the whites chant for, death to Hamas, death to Putin's army. The way they would, anyway, it's a grand hypocrisy spectacle going on, especially in the face of the atrocities that continue to happen in Gaza. But Bob Vylan getting on stage saying death to an army. All armies except for the good ones. Especially death to the bad armies. Israel's army. Bad armies. It's death to the bad armies. Shout out Bob Vylan. Have y'all been sitting on Bob
his last name. His last name is it puts it over the top. He's a villain.
But he's not a villain though.
to some he is. You know what I mean?
Air Doctor, the second song Siri played for me when I said play some Bob Vylan, the second song was a song titled "Humble Like the Sun." I said, nigga, I peep it, nigga, because the sun ain't humble, nigga. The sun is the sun.
I'm not big on that humble word. I ain't really big on it.
Man, listen, I agree. We should not be humble.
Nah, not at all.
Speaking of no humility, I would like to say hello to all the summer children.
Oh, we got cancer season. Big up to all our cancers out there.
It is July.
Yeah.
It is July. It is the Empress's birthday month. Yes. And while it is not quite Leo season, no, that comes later. The good stuff comes a little later. But we are in the summer months, Doctor. This is my season.
A lot of people gonna be in their emotions, especially cancers. Big up to my mom, cancer also.
Oh, big up. What you mean they're gonna be in emotions? Oh, emotions, you mean?
Emotions, yeah. Okay. They're very, very emotional creatures.
They are very emotional creatures, but cancers are the moon children of the moon in this July. I love it, July. And they are the cardinal sign of the water signs, the cardinal of the water signs. But anyway,
you going on any type of vacation this summer? Any beach?
It's not looking likely. I don't have any plans. I have no beach plans, but but I'm kind of picky about my beaches. Like, if you taking me to one of these ghetto mid-Atlantic beaches, keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, I do not want to go to Ocean City. I do not want to go to Ocean City, New Jersey. I don't want to go to Ocean City, Maryland.
What about Myrtle Beach?
Myrtle Beach, maybe.
It's not a bad beach.
But no, I'm sure it's. I don't know. Like my perception is, the summer months. The whites take over the beaches, dog. I mean, where's them black beaches at? Where them black beaches at, kids? We got to go.
Beaches.
We got to go down to Florida to find us some black beaches.
Pretty much. Yeah. I was asked if I was gonna come, and I might go, but I don't know. The kids and grandma and all them, they going to the beach, and they was wondering if I wanted to go.
Which beach?
Hilton Head, over by Hilton Head.
Oh, okay, North Cac.
No, it's Georgia.
Oh, there's a Hilton Head, Georgia too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Hilton Head was in North Carolina.
It
might
be.
Chime in. Is it two Hilton Heads?
Yep. It must be two sides. but I don't know. I might just stay home and watch the dog, because that dog kennel is like what, 600
it can be a grip.
Yeah. I might just be like, listen, y'all go, I'll watch the dog. But I was thinking about when back in the day, my pops, he used to always work, and he would never go on vacations with us. He would just send money and we would go on vacations.
Nigga, that was his vacation.
Right.
His family away. Yeah, his vacation.
But he always was working. Like, he had a laundromat. He had a little bit of real estate. He had his club. He was a teacher, administrator.
Did you inherit any of these assets? I'm all in your business, but what happened to these things?
What you mean?
You still got the laundromat?
Oh, no. We sold that and moved down south. But the whole thing is, my dad remarried and gave power of attorney to his last wife, and she gave me and my sister nada.
The middle finger. Damn.
Yeah. It was one of those things. So damn. I had to Had to get it from the mud. Had to get it from the mud.
Woo, it be your own niggas.
Like,
it be your own niggas. It
and
be
not
your
only my own niggas, but this was my mom's first cousin that
Yo.
remarried to my dad.
Literally your own niggas. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm glad Ricky's here to let everybody know that I told this tale before. But for all our new listeners, yes, that's what happened to me. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, because I was feeling a little nosy. Because I remember you said that your pops had, his hands in several pots. And I'm like, where was the bequeathment for my bruv? But the second wife stole it. God damn.
Yeah, got it all. Well, she's made a transition, and I plan to go pour some on her grave.
Listen, ear doctor, let me calm down because listen, don't let me find out some certain people have passed away. And there's a list, by the way. I'm not talking about any one specific person. Don't let me find out a certain person have passed away. Sir, please carry me. Uber Eats, please carry me to this person's gravesite because I would like to make a deposit.
Speaking of another story, I might have said already.
Number one, not number two. I'm not a savage. I'm just pissing on graves. I'm not pissing on graves, but you know what I'm saying? But yes.
Speaking of another story I might have mentioned already, I told you how petty my mom was when she had a jar of piss for a week that she just pissed in a jar for a week to throw in a guy that was cheating on his car.
Nasty work. Yo, that's
diabolical. That's diabolical. Like y'all don't want me to reach into my DNA pettiness. Cause listen,
petty. No, sir. That is
that's a whole week of having a jar of piss. Just like, wait till I see this nigga car. Ooh, it's like yam and acid. And, it turns into like an acid and shit after a while.
It is. Yeah. Woo. That's hex level shit. You know what I'm saying? HEX hex level shit. Woo!
Who knows what I'll pull?
You say your mama was from down south, so she might have had a little bit of that. Alabama, right. So yeah, she might have had some of that root and spell work at her fingertips.
Yeah. So that's what it was. How was your weekend anyway? I wonder if we got Kamal coming today. Are he dropping them kids off again? He ain't telling nobody.
I don't know. Oh, how was I do not know if Kamal's coming. I don't know. The weekend was great. It was a little hot, very hot actually. Heat index is north of 100. I've been working in my garden.
Oh yeah, it has been hot as hell up there. Mm-hmm. My sister's up in DC. She went to Jersey to go see that Rock the Bells concert. They said it was good. Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One, and Roxanne Shante got to introduce and bring on KRS-One. It's just funny how that all worked out. But a Lost Boys, mad people was performing. I couldn't have did it. You know how long we had to stand. But I could. They said it was a great show, and I heard that they're making a super group. Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Cool G Rap, and Rakim. Ooh, that's a lyrical album right there.
It is. I'm just thinking about, you can't have them old folks out there standing out there in that heat like that here, doctor. I mean, and by old folks, I mean us. We the old folks now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sade, what? They're gonna have to start making accommodations. Like your audience is, the top part of your audience is 60. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to bring your own lawn chairs. Everybody, stop playing.
Y'all gonna have to start doing these rock the bells in the park where people can bring their chairs. Yeah,
and then you're gonna stand up during the chorus when that chorus part is, and then you're gonna sit back down while they rhyming. You know what I mean? That's how we do that.
But it's almost mean to have a standing show for hours and hours for an audience of that age. Like, really?
Yeah.
Are we reading the room here, everybody? Like, Gen X is
I didn't do much this weekend. I tried to go swimming, but the rain. It rains every weekend here in Atlanta. So I was gonna try to go today, but when I get to the weather, I'll let y'all know if I'll be going today also.
I love that you're a tri-quad sept athlete.
Yeah.
You're a man of all
I
athletic
played some
disciplines.
ball this weekend. I got it in a little bit. I ain't play against nobody. I just went out there and did my little routine. Got my sweat on. You know what I'm saying? But swimming, yeah, that's next. I ain't been swimming all summer yet. I gotta take the kids.
I feel
So
like you need to get Kamau on the Naka workout plan. You know what I'm saying? Or Kamau needs to get on the Musa workout plan. Actually, both of y'all need to get on the Musa workout plan, to be quite honest. But yeah, I appreciate and I respect your discipline in your, you know, in your physical activity and your physical fitness, because I need to do more.
yeah,
Because
I mean,
you know,
we only get this body for how many more summers? I mean, shit.
5, 10. Woo!
Exactly. I just don't want to. I don't want to. You know, with both of my parents passing at an early age, and you know, diabetes, heart attacks,
Mhm.
strokes. They had everything. So I'm like, I just don't want to go down that lane. I don't like hospitals for one. So
I don't
dead
think
all that.
anybody likes hospitals, Naka.
Doctors,
You're not alone in that opinion.
doctors and owners of hospitals love hospitals.
Well,
They
here's the
make
thing
a lot
about
of money.
doctors. Like, I would probably have a more favorable opinion about doctors in the medical field writ large, you know, if it wasn't coded in racism. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people literally have to go in there and plead their fucking case as to why they need treatment or why they need pain medicine or why they need to be seen at all. Like, we saw that with that terrible tragedy of that sister in Georgia who was forced to incubate a baby while she was literally brain dead. Like, but she went in telling them niggas that she didn't feel fucking good and they sent her to fuck home. You understand? So like, nah, I mean, I limit my interactions with the medical industry because nope. Nope.
It's like that's how I try to limit my reactions with mechanics at the same time. I'm just like, no, you're not about to sell me a filter again.
See, that's why you gotta learn how to fix your own shit.
Oh my goodness! Every time you go, you need a filter. Like really? Every time I come, I need a filter. Fuck out of here.
I mean, you probably drive a lot, Naka, so maybe you do need a filter.
Yeah, you're right about that. So what was I about to say? All right, so
who was over there queuing up before we went on. I heard Reverend Doctor Jarrell.
Yeah, he just had a show, and you know, he just had a show. I was going to talk about his show a little bit. You know, I got some clips and stuff done of people's shows and put them out there. So I hope y'all enjoy it and go check out the whole full episode of all those shows. And speaking of this week, me and you are back at it with Classical Breakdown, and we will be doing your girl, Minnie Riperton.
Oh shit! You've been practicing on that one, didn't you?
I have, and I've been looking at the word. Like I looked at her last name and I read it.
That is how you pronounce things correctly, my brother. You actually got to look at the shit. You feel me? You can't go off vibes.
I mean, vibes be taking. Yo, you just don't realize. Like being an MC, writing down your rhymes, and you got to spit them fast. You don't get to pronounce everything right. You don't get to see everything how it is. You just go. And that's how I do when I read.
So Minnie Riperton.
I'm gonna stop talking right now. Go ahead, Minnie Riperton.
So Minnie Riperton, as many or some of y'all know, Minnie Riperton died at a very young age. I think she was only 31, or she was in her early 30s when she passed away tragically from breast cancer. But for someone who died so young, like the catalog, son, the catalog is impressive. Chicago win, big up Chi-Town. She from Chi-Town. Dog, she used to sing or back up rather, like the likes of Etta James, Sam and Dave. I'm like, for real. So I'm starting to do my research on Minnie Riperton, and I am deeply intrigued by her origin story and her catalog. Like I'm listening to her first album. It had such a different sound. Like I honestly can't recall. Like I don't know if I've ever heard an album like that, to be perfectly honest. Like it's very like whimsical and like very like she's a fairy. Like Minnie Riperton is one of those true songbirds, in my opinion. She's a songbird. Patrice Rushen, songbird. Denise Williams. a songbird. Patty Lolabelle's a
Yeah.
big chested
And she was
songbird.
iconically known as having one of the highest octaves when it comes to singing with
Mhm.
that note she hissed. I could
Whistle
do it too.
register. The
Yeah,
whistle
yeah.
register, yes.
I'll do it
Yeah,
for y'all
so
one of these days.
yeah, she has I mean, but damn, like her voice is for a soft or like very like it's a very it's very strong, like for as soft as she sings and like hitting those beautiful delicate high notes, like her, like she can blow. She can
Mhm.
blow. Like, I mean, again, what could have Minnie Riperton done and become had she, got to live out her life and wasn't taken so quickly by cancer? But sheesh, I'm looking forward to this. Ear Doctor, you and just let us not forget the samples, okay? Because
Oh
Q-Tip
yeah, yeah.
was all in Minnie Riperton shit. Okay,
Yeah,
Q-Tip
yeah,
was
yeah,
all in
definitely.
her shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And big up to her daughter who does great film work, director, actress, all that been on Saturday Night Live for the longest
Listen,
and
I
been
think
doing her
Maya
thing.
Rudolph's big. No, let me not be disrespectful, but one of her biggest accomplishments, Maya Rudolph. That's the bitch. You want to talk about passing, nigga?
Mhm.
I remember when I found out that Minnie Riperton was Maya Rudolph's mother. I said somebody is lying.
Mhm.
That is a white lady. That is a white woman. But no,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
nothing. She doesn't give off. Nothing. She didn't. Maya Rudolph does not give part black anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
nothing about her gives me this is a
And
black
she
woman.
does Cop Mala so very well.
She's excellent at
She's
Cop Mala. I will give her that.
yeah,
Yes. She
yeah,
was really good
she's
at
good.
doing Cop Mala. And I don't know. Like I look at her, I don't know, maybe kind of like maybe not quite like Quincy Jones' daughter, Rashida.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like these white
That's one of the
women.
blackest names. You got to be black with Rashida. I ain't never
Oh,
met a white Rashida.
I'm surprised she didn't change her name because she could have been like living like she does live a white life, but I mean,
And
have
you
no
know,
one the wiser that she was partially black or half black.
you know what else I never heard a white person say?
What's that?
I'm going to my cousin's house. Have you ever heard a white person say I'm going to my cousin's house?
Yes.
You haven't. There's no fucking way. Like white people don't go over their cousin's house. They just don't. They don't do that. I've
Well,
never heard a white person say, "I'm going to my cousin's house."
so in
But
Maryland, they say I'm going to my cousin's. Like it's like a T at the end, cousin, like the white accent
cousins.
around here.
Oh, okay,
They
okay.
say
Look at
cousin.
that.
Those are my
Cousins.
cousins. Yeah, it's like a T on the end.
They
So they go
do
to their
say
cousins.
cousins.
Who does?
Wow. They
They
do
do,
say
yeah.
cousins.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey Ricky, come on. Come on. You know, I done sent the a bat signal out because I don't know what's up with your boy. And I don't know if I could go back and forth with Kim with her journalistic integrity
Oh
and
yeah.
keep it intact. So what we gonna do is we gonna take
Hold
a
on. Hold on. But listen,
what up?
first of all, I don't appreciate you putting the press on people in the chat. Yeah, I mean, and I know Ricky's not people. She is a member of the crew.
You know
I
how
get that.
many weeks Ricky missed this last month where she could come up here and rock out with us?
I know, but
I'm
Ricky
just
be
saying.
busy. Nigga. Like
Who
you act
don't?
like Ricky just sitting around. Ricky out here giving us free, sir. That takes
Man,
time.
please.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, all she gotta do is put her face on and get behind the camera. Ain't like she gotta go nowhere. Stop playing.
But Air Doctor, you don't know
Yeah.
what this lady has to do. This lady is a mother, first and foremost. Nick, that's a full-time job. Can't
Oh, it
speak
is
for
summertime. The
time.
kid is Zion is at home, I guess. Damn. All these
Eating
kids at home.
everything.
All right.
Eating everything up. All y'all children is eating y'all out of house and home. I feel sorry for
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah. You know what? They just get bored and want to eat. Like, I ain't got nothing to do. Let me go find something to eat. Got to get them out the house somehow. And then it's too hot. So it's like, fuck.
I mean, but Air Doctor, I remember being, camp age, was it too hot? Because they sent us out the house anyway. You know what I'm saying? Come in here, come get something to drink if y'all get
Yeah.
too hot.
Just
And,
don't leave that screen door open. You go in, you go out. Don't come back in.
Don't you let that air out.
Don't let that air out.
Y'all let that air out.
Man, I ain't gonna front. I just got my bill back from my scanner or whatever, And
Mhm.
I done turned my AC off. That bill is looking beautiful, boy. Woo!
Oh, really? Okay.
A a 2-digit bill. I
What?
was yes.
Nah, Pepco
What?
up here robbing niggas like at gunpoint. BG&E is also robbing niggas, from what I understand. Like literally at gunpoint. Like it's a get down and lay down situation in terms of the power bills. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's a robbery. I hope I don't know what the fuck's gonna turn over to make the revolution kick off. But I'm hoping these high ass power bills this summer might be one of the many catalysts that could turn people loose in the streets. Be like, fuck this,
Yeah.
eat
So
the rich.
let's take a break. I see that they up here fighting Haitians in the street, trying to deport them, and all types of stuff going on in the world, which is
Where was that, brother? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I see something on social media. See some Haitians going at it with people. I mean, they try to get everybody. This shit is crazy right now. So
I know. I think Negroes born of this country think that, I don't know why niggas think not us. I don't know why niggas think, why don't you think they couldn't ship us to Libya?
the fact is, how many Caribbean people we have that's part of our families and our neighbors and co-workers. It's like these are our family and friends, y'all. Like,
No
come
shit.
on.
Yes. That's what kills me when I see these fucking FBA ADOS assholes come on talking about, well, that we don't care, that's your problem. We don't
Oof.
care, blah blah blah. And it's like, nigga,
Damn,
dog,
I didn't even know.
why the fuck? All right, fine. Don't care if it's the Latins or the Caribbeans or the people from the continent, but okay, but who's coming to get you? What once they literally I mean, again, and they've been snatching black people from this country, period. But if anything, if America hasn't taught us nothing else, is that the shit can always get worse, baby. Okay, no matter how bad, and we got it bad. Okay, I make no mistake about that. But no matter how bad y'all think black folks in America have it, it could always get worse. These motherfuckers want to run back the 14th Amendment. That basically affords people the right of citizenship in this country, right? And birthright citizenship. Okay, fine. It's not fine, by the way. But if they want to deport children of immigrants because they want to revoke birthright citizenship, okay, black folks born in America, what makes you think we're safe? Why wouldn't they make that retroactive 5, 6, 7 generations? You know what I'm saying? Just to make it all encompassing. You understand? Like if they repeal the 14th Amendment, just hypothetically, what if they're like, okay, well, we're repealing this or gutting it, stripping it back, but make it retroactive from the time that the amendment was added to the Constitution, which was what? When did the 14th Amendment get added? 65, 1866, whatever. Y'all, that's everybody. That's all of us. And these niggas is not being discerning in where they are shipping people. And the people that they have not deported, they are keeping them in reprehensible, deplorable conditions. I think several people, unfortunately, have died in ICE detention. But just to show you how serious it is, nigga, somebody from Canada died. You know what I'm saying? Like they not. They shaking down the whites, doctor. They shaking down. They deported this Norwegian man. I saw a clip.
What?
From
they ain't fucking playing. Like you ain't got you ain't got your paperwork together. They coming at you.
Doctor. They deported the Norwegian man because he had a meme of Vice President J.D. Vance on his phone. On his phone, he had a meme on his phone.
Damn.
I said, can't nobody from Black Liberation Media travel no fucking way, dog. If they shaking niggas down for memes on your phone, Jesus, all they gotta do is click on this YouTube channel.
All right. Allegedly.
Oh, whatever.
Also, speaking of ADOS, big up to Amber and Erica. They just dropped Brokish today, and they talking about ADOS on their show.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And Jackie Lukman just had a Darker Than Blue, and she was talking about birthright and stuff like that. So go check out those past shows. It was hitting on something.
I'm looking forward to Erica and Amber's take on the ADOS folks.
And they got Dr. Kalinde and my boy from BAP. What's his name? Damn. Yeah, so go check it out. BAP members, go check out your peoples. They talk to him also. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What do you think of? Okay, that's fine. What do you think about the African descendants of slavery or foundational Black America?
I mean, the fact that they start their history with slavery is enough for me.
Woo! Preach, brother.
I mean, come on. If that's where your foundation is starting off of, when we got all this rich history, I mean, what are we doing?
They don't see themselves as African, though, Ear Doctor. We're American. We're not. We're new.
So they separating themselves because of a time they was brought over from one piece of land to the other piece of land. Now they new niggas.
Literally. Yes.
See, that's why I shouldn't talk about politics, because I just make people really. That's what they do.
They think they new niggas, dog.
New niggas, boy.
New niggas. Woo! I'm not a fan. When I first launched my channel, I had to check myself because I had a bunch of people repping that ADOS shit in my, but like saying nice things to me about me, but they was all hashtagging ADOS, and I'm like, I must be saying something really wrong here. Like, wait, I had to reassess. I'm like, wait a fucking second, wait a minute, where am I going wrong? Because I'm sorry, like I don't agree with ADOS. I don't agree, nigga. We are Black. You could drop me or you anywhere where there's Black folks.
That makes you, like, if I was down with them, I would have pride in the American flag. I'd be like, that's us. We built this land. This is all ours. And I would embrace the ways of America and be like, we want to make it a certain way that it's not supposed to be.
Wait, I was with you.
They want to make it. They want to make it where they're like a different type of Black, like they working. I'm just confused. I'm sorry.
Black. I don't understand it either. It doesn't track. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But anybody that is aspiring to be more American, you should absolutely not trust them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas are absolutely not to be trusted, not to be followed, not even to be supported. So, again, tune into the latest episode of Barokish. I feel like Erica and Amber going to be shading these niggas in the most southern, sweet, hilariously shady way.
Yeah. Hey, City Boy Zora said, don't trust them niggas over there. Uncle Ruckus. You know about Uncle Ruckus right there. Yeah, boy.
Trust them, yo. Cannot trust them. Any nigga that wants to be more American, that nigga is a plant, an operative. That nigga is the enemy.
It's funny because, even being on this channel for the time I've been on it, just understanding capitalism and stuff like that. It's like so many people want to be and do what American culture tells them to do in a way of getting rich. They was talking about Bitcoins yesterday. One of the kids on the panel talking about Bitcoins on the Black Man Lab and how we need to invest and do this and that and third. And it was just like, and I was just sitting back like, this ain't innovation. This is trying to be like your slave master. This is running that same race and trying to be up under them. Like, ooh, we this way too. We American too. So that's what the ADOS is all about.
And I think that sort of mentality, this desire to be American or so-called, we got to close the racial wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Diallo. Diallo's like, close what fucking gap, nigga? If we catch up to white folks, where the fuck are white folks at that we need to be catching up with them? You know what I'm saying? All right, wherever the whites are that have plundered, colonized, stolen, done all the shit. Why the fuck do we want to be anywhere near where they are? Because these are terrible, terrible institutions and systems that they have set up. So fuck all that shit. That's not a direct quote from Diallo, but I'm paraphrasing. But but looking at Diddy, for example, right? Diddy represents, I think, or he was presented to us as goals, right? Entrepreneur goals, hustle goals, you know what I'm saying? Team no sleep, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was coked out of his fucking mind talking about some that they did a all y'all up. Fucked us up. Talking about, I grind. They sleep, we grind. Nigga, you off the 2C. That's why everybody else is sleeping. Your dumb ass is up because you high as a fucking kite. So anyway, but just look at the way that we are easily led astray. The icons that are placed in front of us, and people that have accumulated lots of money and shit from being terrible people, right? And once they get into positions of power and they accumulate the wealth, that sort of gives them the carte blanche to literally be as terrible as they want to be, or to emulate the white, rich, wealthy terribles. Like, oh, well, that's what the rich white men do. They act all weird and piss on people and all that shit. Well, that's the shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because now I got the money. I got the, I got the jet. I can fly the hose in, can fly the hose out. I can do all this shit now. But so when Diddy, I honestly think that he's going to get acquitted, y'all. I think.
Oh yeah, I think he is.
I think that he's going to get acquitted. And let me tell you something. Please pay attention to the niggas or anybody, men, women, gender nonconforming, anyone that starts bigging up Sean Combs after all the shit that we done heard. And to be clear, we only heard a fraction of shit. Okay. The government left out a lot of shit. You understand? They left out a lot of shit. Their case was weak as fuck. Weak as shit. Like, this nigga's a terrible nigga. No doubt. I do not know that it raised to the level of the crimes that he has been accused of. You know what I'm saying? So when Diddy gets exonerated or gets acquitted, just look out for the people that are like, see, we told y'all, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to keep the black man down. Just watch out for them folks, because them folks are dangerous. They are not to be trusted. They don't have any issue with Diddy doing and behaving in the way that he did. He's a powerful black man. Black man didn't get taken down this time. He got to walk and do shit that the white man get to do. Okay. All right, nigga. Is that the limit of our standards?
Yeah. And it's funny, it's like the rich people finally, they make all this money and then they want to pay for love. They want to start doing good stuff to get into heaven after they did all this crazy shit to get in the position of being wealthy and rich. And it's just the total opposite. We already got love because we ain't got no money. And we trying to follow and chase after money, and then we leave the love behind. So you got to understand the dynamics and the balance of what we need and what we want. Do we need to be rich, or do we want to be rich? And do we want to be able to provide for our family enough so we can get along? Because for me, honestly, I've never been one to chase money. I just chase goals, and money comes with it. And I enjoy time. So the fact that I control my own time and don't have to be on nobody's clock and don't make a lot of money, don't have benefits and stuff like that, for me, I'm good on that. I don't need a lot of money. I don't need to be on nobody's clock. So,
well,
that's just
greed. You're not motivated by greed, okay?
Nah.
And Diddy is clearly a greedy bastard, right?
Yeah.
Fucked over all of his artists, stole from his artists. You know what I'm saying? For decades. He's a greedy motherfucker. He's a terrible person. Like, he really is. But that rebrand is going to be crazy, son. Watch Diddy. Now, Ear Doctor, what do you think's going to happen first? He going to come out jail? Is he? No, he's not coming out with the kufi. What's he coming out with? I'm guessing.
He's not.
Who's meeting Diddy at the courthouse when he not guilty? Is it going to be TD Jakes? Who's it going to be? Because church is the next move. You understand? Like, Diddy can't go nowhere. The only place he can go is on I was a sinner, but now I'm repented. And blah, blah, blah.
Did he gonna go to Kanye route and do a gospel album? What we doing?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
He gonna go get Total. He gonna go get all the past groups and be like, let's make this gospel album, y'all. Come
all the
on,
surviving members of Bad Boy, anyone that's still managed to be
112, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah. they gonna redo some old gospel hymns. But
Chad, what's that Diddy rebrand gonna be like? Is it gospel? He going to go to churchy route? Is he gonna try to put out a artist? Like what because this nigga is an egomaniac. You know what I'm saying? Like a smart person would take the remainder of their money and go sit the fuck down somewhere. This nigga can't do that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's an egomaniac. I can't see Diddy just being quiet for the rest of his days. No. He needs the attention and the power.
I just dropped a link in the chat room for certain people that might want to come up and say hello and put their thoughts in on what's been going on in the world today, real quick. We'll get long-winded like Zenzabel. Big up to Zenzabel. Speaking of,
who's long-winded? All right, you and Zenzabel just need to put the Vaseline on the faces and just slug it
That's
out.
my girl. That's my girl. That's my
I think
girl.
Zenzabel would drop the DDT elbow on your ass, nigga. You don't want it with Zenzabel.
I believe it.
Zenzabel rock your ass Brooklyn style.
Word. So what we gonna do is we gonna take a break and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get into a little bit of news or something like that. You know, I guess.
Okay, let me I think I got some newsy.
What?
I mean, I got, I said, well, anyway, let me not shoot my mouth off before I get.
Can you just put it in the private chat instead of
trying to email? I can't. No, can't do that.
All right. It's too much.
Sorry, but I'll try. I'll do what I can.
All right. Let's take a quick break right here on no other than the Remix Morning Show. Let's go. Just keep on loving me, loving me. Yeah. Let me hit that Minnie Riperton high note on y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go to patreon.com, become a member over there, get footage that's rare. And you can donate where at blkliberationmedia.org. Yes, go ahead and get you some dope merch while you over there. Show your love, show your support so we can keep this thing going since we are demonetized for bringing that truth and light. All right, with that said, let's get to the weather. What we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Well, we got a high in Atlanta of 85 degrees. We're going to get a little bit of thunderstorms and stuff like that. It's always storming and raining, I'm telling you. And Brooklyn also, same thing, a little bit of rain up there. They're getting a high of 87 degrees. Next, let's take it to the Midwest. Midwest, we talk about Chicago. They got a high today of 79, and it's going to be sunny. Nice and warm in Chicago. I wonder when the Taste of Chicago is coming up. I know that's a big thing in Chicago. My Chicagoans, let me know. Houston, they got a high today of 93 degrees. Nice and warm. Los Angeles, they got a high of 78 degrees. Puerto Rico, high of 85 degrees. And last but not least, let's take it to Senegal. They got a high of 83 degrees. Now, that's not too hot. And I'll tell you what else is not too hot. The fact that we just lost this brother, Walter Scott Jr., yes, of the Whispers. Yes, he is actually the identical twin brother of Wallace Scott. Scotty, you know them. They got the big mustaches. He just passed at the age of 81 after a 6-month-long battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his family when he died. And big up. But y'all know him for And the Beat Goes On, Rock Steady, It's a Love Thing. So many dope songs that they put out to us. So big up to him and his family. Big up to the Whispers, and thank you for your contribution to, this whole thing we doing. Big up to the Whispers. All right, with that said, let's get back to it right here on the Remix Morning Show. Man, they made some hits, boy.
They did make a lot of hits. You know what I'm saying? Respect to the Whispers. Respect to the Whispers. Weren't really my jam, but I recognize. You know what I'm saying? I recognize. Now,
it's a love thing. Oh, my computer about to die. Why is it not plugged in?
That'd be bad. No, what's the name of the song, chat, where it's the pimp song?
Olivia?
Yes.
Lost
and turned out.
Lost and turned out, yeah.
Like that's Ear Doctor, and when he was 20. Lost and turned out. I'm sorry.
Go right here. Hey, let's go. Welcome back to the Remix Morning Show, y'all. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. That is no other than Kim Brown. Burn it down.
The other slave got distracted on a way. Grandmother's house.
To a cousin's house.
A wolf in sheep's clothes. Listen, I remember when I was like a teenager, because my mother didn't listen to the Whispers, so I wasn't up on the Whispers catalog beyond what I heard on the radio, and that, to my recollection, did not get played on the radio, at least not around here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of my friends was trying to explain the song to me, and I thought they were making it up. I'm like, now wait, what? A wolf in sheep's clothing, something, something. Shit, she wants to buy him a new Seville. I'm thinking, like, this isn't a real song, nigga. You making this up, but it is. It's an amazing song about a young woman getting turned out, lost and turned out, getting turned out by her PIMP because he wanted to buy a new Seville. He wants to buy a new Seville.
A new Seville. I love the ad-libs, yo.
Where are they from? Where are the Whispers hail from, y'all? Are they Midwest?
Los Angeles.
Oh, they LA. Okay.
Yeah, Los Angeles. And
Respect.
I thought it was Dayton, Ohio, actually. But
well, that's a
big difference, right?
That's a huge
The vocal group is from Los Angeles, in Watts, California.
Oh, they LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's black Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying?
Blackity black.
Lickety black.
One day I wish Leia Boggs would take off and come up here on the show, you know?
I'm sure Leia has a career she'd like to protect. So if y'all don't come on here, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I guess so.
know.
I mean, we work from home, so anyway. So Kamal just texted and said he won't be making it today.
Well, Kamal needs his answer, obviously.
Yeah, he does. I mean, the fact that I had to text him and he knows what day it is and what time it is, it's just disrespectful. And when he comes back on, I'm gonna let him know.
Brother got a lot on his plate. You know what I'm saying?
Who don't? Fuck. Who don't got a lot on their plate? Welcome to the world. You know what I mean?
I mean, Air Doctor. I just think you're very casual as a non-custodial parent. Again, like, and then your children of an age that they are relatively self-sufficient, right? But he still has school-age kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they live with him. That's the difference.
Sometimes. Nah, I don't.
When don't they live with him? You know,
when they at school, they always at school, camp, somewhere. They ain't home. They come home for like 3 hours a night, get fed, go to sleep, and go back to wherever they was at.
Okay, but even from what you just described as a non-parent, that sounds like a lot of work, right? Okay,
yes. 3 hours a day? Come on.
Dig it. But you still got to feed them when they come back. You got to wash them and make them presentable for the next day, right? Like parenting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Woo! So much work. Let me tell you something.
I've been there. Sir. I used to be a full-time parent. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
But
that
see,
said,
now age.
I'm sorry. That is the difference. That is the difference.
He was not come out age.
My knees was not creaking as soon as I got out the bed.
You wasn't come out age with a 9-year-old, sir. Like,
yo,
that's brave. Wow. Like, I salute to God, sir. He was out here dropping seeds deep in your 40s. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's adventurous.
God. Ricky can't make it on neither. She got some revolutionary things to do. Big up to Ricky.
Okay.
See her tomorrow.
Did everybody leave? Is it just me and you in here? Like, are the people watching?
Yes, people watching. We got up to 258 people watching. You know what I mean? We would like to see 400, but you know.
I'm sure 10 left when they heard Kamal wasn't coming, so you know. It was like, oh, all right.
They say not these two. I ain't gonna talk about shit with music and random.
Listen, don't play with
Hey, that's my specialty. I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I could get in here and give y'all my political insight, but
listen, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Bob Vylan, my nigga, Bob Vylan, Ear Doctor. You listen. You're welcome in advance once you go check them out. They are dope.
Now we got some stories here. I see that Nas joined. We could keep it on a little bit of hip hop news.
Sure, tell me something. I don't keep up with hip hop news. What's going on?
All right, so boom. Let me pull this one up right here. We got your boy NAS. Let me see if I could get this going right here. You know,
Who did what?
Nas is bringing the casino to Queens. Yo, that's some gangster shit. In the whole hip hop, I'm sorry for all the fast life for fast cars. Yo, that's the most gangsterish shit that can happen if he does do this. Let's check it out right here. What Nas is doing.
The future is not something you wait for.
Oh, not the promo video.
It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy, it's opportunity, it's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers, not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business, this is legacy. And now it's time to invest in us. Because the future doesn't ask for permission, it moves with purpose. From our chairman to our newest employee, we're committed to
the rainbow.
And in Queens, the future is now.
Okay, KK.
Yeah, doctor. Yeah, doctor.
Gangsters. Queens gangsters. Now he really get to do the whole casino joint like he did in his video Fast Life when he redid Casino. That was dope.
I think that was the Street Dreamer video.
Street Dreams, yeah.
Damn,
Street
that was a hard. And it was the remix with that punk ass nigga Robert Kelly, and that shit was a jam, dog. Street Dream, because he took the Isley Brothers melody. Nothing out there for ya.
So you remember it was a time where we was like, damn, man, Nas put out all these albums that's dope, but ain't really like make no money off of it. Now Nas came with the Ring joint, went and bought that shit up. Now he about to do this casino. He got around Jay and was like, Jay dropped some jewels, like, yo, man, fuck this music. You gotta get some money outside of music.
Yeah, man, you gotta learn how to exploit people better, Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Kick niggas out of Brooklyn and Queens so you can get a casino.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we peeped this for the Trojan horse that it is, right? Because to your point, Jay-Z led the way. He was the public black face of gentrification, at least from the outside. New Yorkers, of course, y'all know better, but from Maryland, I'm like, oh, look at them running out Jay-Z to encourage or to make Brooklynites feel better about their rents going up and their small businesses being forced to close, because now it's Williamsburg, you know what I'm saying? Or it's whatever the fuck trendy, you know. Anyway, this doesn't sound good. This sounds terrible.
What is a casino except for a place where people try to dream big and try to spend all their money to try to get richer and become addicts and become outside breaking up happy homes because you gambled the house away. And
listen, Doctor, I think there's a real conversation to be had, not to be telling Brokish what to do, but Brokish, consider broaching this as a topic if y'all haven't already, like the effect that legalized gambling and sports betting has had on our communities in particular. I think we really don't talk about it enough because there's a lot of shame when it comes to gambling addiction, like most addictions, right? But sheesh, gambling addiction. I mean, niggas be running through their paychecks, be running through the savings, be running through their 401k, be getting this shit repoed and still can't get off the FanDuel or whatever it is that they're using. Like, and shame on Nas. Like, shame on you, nigga. Like, this is a vice. You understand? Nas is going to get rich. The developers are going to get rich. The casino owners are going to get rich. You think, but I mean, what is legacy? Like, what's Jay-Z's legacy? Nigga, you ran black people out of Brooklyn. Like, that's your legacy. Like, add that to your legacy. You understand? You are a traitor, basically, to your folks specifically, to people that grew up in the borough, in the neighborhood in which you are from. You actually fuck these people up by bringing so-called development and progress to their area, because gambling is a vice. It is a weakness. Like, it is as bad like alcoholism, crack, like it's like that, you know what I'm saying? And it pisses me off because all these states that have legalized gambling, they all play funny with the money. For example, my state of Maryland, this punk ass nigga, Wes Moore, Governor Cantaloupe Head, this nigga done talked about that the state of Maryland's in a hiring freeze. Basically, Maryland is going through Doge cuts, okay, in terms of statewide paid government positions, right? They're cutting a bunch of jobs, hiring freeze, nobody's getting hired. They're being state workers are being, some of them being offered buyouts. I'm like, nigga, where is the money? Like, we got MGM Casino. We got this casino, that casino. We got like 3, 4, 5 casinos in the state of Maryland. Plus, we sell legal weed. Plus, there's sports betting. Nigga, where's the money? Where's the money? Like, it's not making it, the math is not mathing, ear doctor. So I think these casinos are just a big scheme, obviously, as we all know that's what casinos are, but an even deeper scheme that gets fucking sold to our communities. They put these casinos where we live. There's a big fucking casino downtown Baltimore, big casino, Prince George's County, Maryland. You know what I mean? Like, they put these shits where black folks can access them so they can continue to separate us from our few remaining coins. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, listen, you go to the gas station right now to get you a 6-pack of beer. There is a casino in every gas station down here. I'm talking about a mini casino where you got people sitting in there all day, just yeah. After they play the casino, they go up to the front.
Casino. You mean the slots, my brother?
Slots, yeah.
Okay.
I said a mini casino. So then after they play the slots and shit, then they go and buy one of those scratch offs. I mean, all day sitting in this motherfucker trying to get rich, and they like, listen, this is it right here. I'm in escape world. I'm escapism right here, and I'm trying to get rich. And there's a possibility. There's always a percentage, a chance that I could get rich from this shit. And they be mob deep in them motherfuckers. They know each other. I see them coming in the other day, like, hey, Sally, I see you over there. I'll be over there in a minute.
Yeah, like, of course. It's sad, right? Because like black folks will gamble away $10,000 and then one day they'll win $1,500 and swore to come up. I'm like, wait, y'all, nope, that doesn't math. That's not even and out. You understand? I'm glad you won $1,500 at one time. How much did you put in that machine before that $1,500 came back to you? You understand? So I don't know. It's all very insidious, and I mean, not that I had any expectations of Nas, but that's the other thing, doctor. We got to remember that these figures, just because we liked and appreciated their art,
exactly. That's it.
They're still capitalists. Like, in the way you think you're a capitalist, Nas really is a capitalist. Okay, like,
I mean, haven't they been telling us that from their drug dealing stories and days? Absolutely. As in, listen, I'm going out here to get this money. Regardless, I'll shoot a motherfucker in their kneecap if they try to take my block. And that's what it is. I mean, they've been telling us, so why do we expect anything different from them?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So as you encounter Nas fans in your sphere, and they're like, yo, man, you hear about Nas opening the casino, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? But black man about to get this. Like, please school them. Like, okay, sure, Nas is about to get paid, but do we celebrate the victories of very wealthy people? No, we shouldn't. Is this a benefit or a boom to the Queens community at large, to New York City at large? Probably not.
It'll give a couple people some jobs, but then they're going to go ahead and hire people that they know who's worked in casinos before, and that's most likely not going to be the people that's surrounded in that neighborhood, unless they get in janitorial jobs or something like that.
Talk that talk right there, ear doctor. I'm sure there's all kinds of, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would imagine it's probably a pretty strict background check to work in a casino. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a dealer, if you at the car, like, I'm sure, you can't be a known criminal because they'd be like, no, you're going to come in here and be a criminal. And anyway. So but my point is, that's going to eliminate folks that have unfortunately had encounters with the system. So, I mean, I'm not trying to generalize Queens or nothing. I'm not saying Queens, y'all. I mean, I'm just saying.
What's crazy is, like, gambling has been an addiction for a while, but now it's really like more and more of an addiction since you got it online, all the sports betting. I mean, every time you turn on a podcast, one of these sports podcasts, they're promoting some type of gambling 100%. Sports thing. It is really getting out of hand because you ain't got to leave the fucking house to gamble now.
That part. And don't forget, ear doctor, in order to gamble in a casino years ago, you had to go elsewhere. You had to go to Atlantic City. You had to go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like Delaware got slots, West Virginia got slots, Maryland got full ass casinos, and Foxwoods, Connecticut. Like, I mean, you don't got to go to Atlantic City or Vegas no more. Like, it's more accessible, easier to get to. And if you ever notice at the old folks home, the nursing homes, or not nursing home, well, whatever, senior living communities, they take whole ass bus trips of elders to go play slots. I'm like, look at our people gambling the way they go.
They be in them bus trips be for real, yo. They meet at the little parking lot in the mall and shit. Big ass bus come and scoop all of them up.
Yo,
that's crazy. Yo, big up to Oil House talking about Cowwater Park in Trenton. Heard Jadakiss was just there last night, I think, or the night before. My niece went to go see him. So big up to Trenton. Big shout out real quick.
Listen, I can't wait for the rappers once we get to the age that the rappers are doing nursing home tours. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what a lot of them are doing now are doing shows with orchestras. So like Jeezy is about to do his show, his what is it, Thug Motivation Tour. He's doing that with the orchestra. I'm trying to step the game up, put some suits on and stuff, and blend in with the good whites.
Is that what you think you're doing?
I don't see him putting kente cloths on and doing it with African drummers and stuff. But what do I know?
Look at all these niggers in suits
with Timberlands on. Clarks, Timberlands, and sneakers. You know what I'm saying? They're getting close. They're getting close to us.
I love it. I love when black people think they blend it. No, no, you're never blending in.
I mean, you know, Jay-Z and Fresh Prince did Fela, so I guess that's the closest we got to it.
I mean, be that as it may, but what did I just see? It was a clip. Of course, the Diddy clips are starting to recirculate, but I think it was a clip. But anyway, he was sitting down, kind of talking some. You know, you wouldn't think, you know, at my level, at Jay-Z level, at LeBron level, you know, that we still encounter this. They still got they boot on our neck at this level. Oh, okay. So y'all put y'all boots on everybody else's neck. Everybody else underneath y'all. But my point is this: no, niggas can never blend in, ever in the history of never. Not in America. We are never going to assimilate. You know what I'm saying? Even despite some folks' best efforts, assimilation is not possible because white folks created whiteness for that reason, so they could differentiate between, you know, themselves and others. You know, it doesn't matter about education or economics or, you know, your earning capacity or how much you actually possess. You are still a nigga in a suit.
Facts. Well, it's always a lot going on. Like I said, you even got your boy Sean Diddy's son doing a new album with Kanye. I can't make this shit up, man. I cannot make this shit up. Like, I need a good beat. Let me go holler. And you know, like you were saying earlier, like even Kanye's like, let me figure out how I could get back in this thing and get some love. It's wild out here. So let's see. We got another quick story. Sean, let me pull this one up.
What you got?
All right, we got Sean Diddy's son, Justin Combs, hit with a lawsuit.
Okay.
Son hit with a hit. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs' son, Justin Combs, hit with gang rape lawsuit.
Wow.
Woman. Okay, so let me see what this is talking about real quick.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
Okay, so Sean Diddy Combs' son Justice are being sued by a woman who claims he was drugged and gang raped during 2017 trip to Los Angeles. The woman who said he met Justin Snapchat alleged he flew her out from New Orleans under the promise of a job with remote TV through his Diddy's connections. Upon arrival, she claims they spent time at Beverly Hills home where she consumed alcohol and marijuana she believed was laced. The pills provided by Justin. She said 3 masked men later arrived and sexually assaulted her while she was incapacitated. Ooh, hurt my throat. The complaint accuses Diddy of being one of the attackers based partly on his appearance and Justin referring to him as Pops. The woman alleges the job offer would never came through and that she suffered lasting physical and emotional trauma. So, yeah, she is suing Diddy, Diddy's business for sexual battery, gender violence, and negligent supervision. Diddy's legal team has denied the allegations, calling them false and asserting conference in the judicial process. Did I read that right? Well,
close enough.
Yeah. So
I mean, and there's that. So beyond his criminal, criminal federal shit that he's facing actively right now, I mean, he has literally have dozens, maybe hundreds of civil suits filed against him. So, I mean, he's going to be in and out of court here for a bit, for a little stretch. Because, I mean, regardless of whether or not he gets convicted or even acquitted, like Diddy is a bad person. Like he's a bad guy. And all these guys are bad. Not all of them, I'm sure, but a lot of them, the ones that we especially admire. I mean, this is again, retroactively too, like the likes of James Brown, Curtis Mayfield, like these guys were abusive guys. Like, ooh, it's just weird. I don't know how I feel about appreciating the art of problematic and harmful folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like y'all say, it's always about power. It ain't even about, it's about having that power over somebody. Shit is wild.
Yeah.
So these musicians feel like they got that power over you. And that's what it is. So what I could do is I could do another quick break and allow you some more time to pull up a story. Or you ready to go?
I'm thumbing through my bookmarks.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that and give the people a quick break.
Okay.
And hit them in the head with some more stuff right here. On no other than the remix morning show. It's time for a remix on the remix.
What I feel now. That's not the song, exactly what it is. Step, move your hips with a feeling from side to side. Sit yourself down in your car and take a ride. And while you're moving, rock steady, baby. Let's call this song exactly what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. It's a funky and loud, I'm feeling. What it is. In the hips from the left to right. What it is I might be doing. What it is. Just come to dance all night.
All right. Let me take you to a time and place. All right. Can we do that? Let me take you back to no other than 1972 with your girl, Aretha Franklin, off that album, Young, Gifted, and Black. The name of that song is Rock Steady. Mixed with a little bit of 1975. We talk about the year of the God. Eddie Hendrix with his album, The Hitman. The name of that song is Body Talk. All right, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go to patreon.com, become a member over there, get footage that's rare. And yes, donate. Where? At blkliberationmedia.org. And yeah, show your love and support. All right, with that said, let's get back to it right here on no other than the Remix Morning Show. Fix that right there. Damn.
Beautiful.
Right.
I dig it.
You dig it?
I do.
Okay.
Rock steady, babe. Oh, what
That's
it
what I'm
is.
here now. That Body Talk. What about Eddie Hendrix? What'd he do? I know he did something wrong too.
Who's
Probably.
Eddie? I don't know Eddie Hendrix.
Eddie Hendrix of the legendary group. Damn, why can't I think of the group?
Maybe not so legendary. I don't know who Eddie Hendrix is. That's a new name.
What?
I know
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix and Nona Hendrix. I am not familiar with
Eddie Kendricks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Eddie Kendrick. Oh my God. Kendrick, sir.
I was reading fast again. Temptations.
I get that, but K and H, you know,
I mean, listen, sometimes they look the same. They still.
All right, Theo.
You see, I got my shirt on, my Theo shirt. ODB, kid. What was it? The Gordon Gartrell. Come on.
Oh,
stop playing.
nigga, Gordon Gartrell. Yes.
Oh,
Out to
shit.
the guard.
I said Hendrix. I was so thinking about Jimi Hendrix.
You
My bad.
hilarious. I'm like, who is Eddie Hendrix? I'm like,
Yeah,
you're not.
so-
I'm thinking you about to hit me. You about to drop a kernel of black music knowledge on me. No.
All right. Well, guess what? I got your story. Which one we want to go with first?
I mean, I put a variety of things up there.
Yeah.
Not in anything in any particular order. Some of this is news. Some of it is stuff I just found interesting, and I had bookmarked it on my TikTok.
Okay. Should we go with the weighted cape? Or...
Yes. Do that because because number one, I love to feature stories about accessibility, even though I could do it way more. But when people are considering disabled people in their spaces, right, and they're thinking about accommodation, or gosh, is this accommodation? What am I gonna have to do to accommodate this part? I don't know what the normies and the ables. I don't know what mental gymnastics they go through when they are trying to figure out accessibility. But this video came across my feed, and it's a barber, black barber, big up, who has a client with who's neurodivergent. And this is the way that he accommodates that client. Can we? I'm so yes, please play this.
All right,
Play this.
so here we go. Starting volume up. Bam.
Haircut on my 15-year-old client on the spectrum, Jabari. This is me prepping the 4-pound weighted cape for Jabari. The extra weights provide soothing sensory input for clients, especially for those who are neurodivergent. I have a belief that everybody deserves a fresh cut, and Jabari
Is double the sound?
It's amazing
Yes.
how far he's come from the first time
There we go.
when he almost eloped to now trusting me fully and just being comfortable with me. But I do notice he's getting a little fidgety, so I pull out my sensory box to see if there's anything in there that he might like. I just want him to have something in his hands to keep him occupied while he's getting his haircut. And Jabari's going deep in the bag. He's touching everything. He's trying to see what he likes. I know this caterpillar thing is usually a huge hit. And I try to take the box away. Jabari said, nah, I'm gonna
Nah.
this right here. So we got a winner, this little green ball right here. And look how ecstatic my guy is, man. That's all he needed. He just needed to keep his hands occupied. And now he's in a way better mood. And now I can go ahead and get my boy right. Fun fact, Jabari's the first sensory-friendly haircut I ever had. I remember being mad nervous, and Jabari almost eloped on me, but he kept it together. It was a success, and he gave me that stroke of confidence I needed to go ahead with this journey that I'm on of servicing neurodivergent individuals. So thank you, Jabari, for giving me that opportunity, and I'm proud to be a barber.
Dope.
I almost cried when I saw that video for the first time because I appreciate the consideration, right? I don't know what it's like, obviously, to be a parent at all, but to be a parent of a neurodivergent child who may be, sensory sensitive, like the buzzing of the clippers and being touched and having to, like, I can see how that could freak out kids and adults who have similar diagnosis. So I appreciate showing that, yes, number one, you can very easily accommodate your clients or people coming in to patronize your business, and it's so small and simple. And look at how happy and at ease and calm the young man was.
Yeah.
I love that the barber kept saying he tried to elope on me. I'm assuming he meant like
he's trying to be out. Like, I mean, that buzzing by your ear, you just ready to go do something, and him being able to give him the ball to be like, all right, let me concentrate on this while you do my hair, and just being attentive about what he needed to do to make the haircut happen. So that was dope. I got the DJ last weekend with some special needs kids. It was just pretty dope. I do that on a regular, and they just, I mean, you get to see a whole other side of them. They love the music, and they want to get behind the turntable. So I let one every year just come by behind and just do a little something.
Oh man, the buttons and the lights, nigga.
Oh,
I'm
my
excited to stand behind the DJ booth. I'm like, ooh, everything's all lit up and then like buttons and move. Yeah, buddy. No, and just always bearing in mind that, you know, disability affects Black people at higher rates. Like there are more of us proportionately that are that have disabilities or are related to someone experiencing, you know, physical or mental disabilities. And please consider us. Just keep us in mind when you're planning your events or when you're planning your business or planning anything. Like if you want everybody to be included, please consider the needs of disabled folks. Just consider. Just consider.
Right. Well, that was a good feel good story. Let's go to some Antichrist story next.
Okay, so this clip has been making the rounds, because we have a cabal. I don't know whether an evil circle of these fucking weird ass whiteys. The PayPal mafia, as some have referred to them, including the likes of Elon Musk and including the likes of this motherfucker, Peter Thiel, who grand wizard weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like a grand wizard of weirdo-ness at the highest level. But you know, he has these very strange ideas about the future of the world and who he considers evil. And the only reason to even look at something like this is because of the amount of influence that Peter Thiel wields with this particular administration. He is the owner of Palantir, which is the company that just received, I think, a $30 million contract from the U.S. government to compose a database to track immigrants first, right? Dragging the immigrants first, building a database likely for us all, right? That is going to aggregate not only all of your personal data, but be scraping all of your social media, all of your comments, all of your likes, all of your pictures, you know, all of the things about you to be able to quickly surmise and discern information about you, to even be able to find you, to locate you. You understand? So Peter Thiel wields a lot of power, and like the rest of these fucking crackers, he's a grand fucking weirdo, and his shit don't make no goddamn sense, and he shouldn't be listened to or followed to, but yet here he is at the ear of Stephen Miller and President Trump. So listen to what he's asked some questions, including his thoughts on the Antichrist, etc. So we can check it out.
All right. So it's 4 minutes. We'll give him a little bit. Here we go.
All right. Sounds good.
What is the Antichrist?
How much time do we have?
We've got as much time as you have to talk about the Antichrist.
All right. Well, I could talk about it for a long time. I think there's always a question. How do we articulate, some of these existential risks, some of the challenges we have, and they're all framed in this sort of runaway dystopian science text. There's a risk of nuclear war. There's a risk of environmental disaster, maybe something specific like climate change, although there are lots of other ones we could come up with. There's a risk of, bioweapons. You have all the different sci-fi scenarios. Obviously, there are certain types of risks with AI. But I always think that if we're going to have this frame of talking about existential risks, perhaps we should also talk about the risk of another type of a bad singularity, which I would describe as the one world totalitarian state. Because I would say the political solution, the default political solution people have for all these existential risks is one world governance. And the Christian framing, which in some ways is the same question, is Antichrist or Armageddon. You have the one world state of the Antichrist, or we're sleepwalking towards Armageddon. One world or none, Antichrist or Armageddon, on one level are the same question. The way the Antichrist would take over the world is you talk about Armageddon nonstop. You talk about existential risk nonstop, and this is what you need to regulate. It's the opposite of the picture of Baconian science from the 17th, 18th century, where, the Antichrist is like some evil tech genius, evil scientist who invents this machine to take over the world. People are way too scared for that. In our world, the thing that has political resonance is the opposite. It is the thing that has political resonance is we need to stop science. We need to just say stop to this. And this is where, I don't know, in the 17th century, I can imagine a Dr. Strangelove, Edward Teller type person taking over the world. In our world, it's far more likely to be Greta Thunberg.
This is my very specific question for you, right? Is that you're an investor in AI. You're deeply invested in Palantir, in military technology, in technologies of surveillance, in technologies of warfare, and so on, right? And it just seems to me that when you tell me a story about the Antichrist coming to power and using the fear of technological change to sort of impose order on the world, I feel like that Antichrist would maybe be using the tools that you're
building.
Wait, watch man's. Let it rock.
Keep going.
Watch man's.
Right? Like, wouldn't the Antichrist be like, great, we're not going to have any more technological progress, but I really like what Palantir has done so far, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that a concern? Wouldn't that be the irony of history would be that the man publicly worrying about the Antichrist accidentally hastens his or her arrival?
Accidentally. Look, stuck.
There are all these different scenarios. I obviously don't think that that's what I'm doing.
I mean, to be clear,
can we stop it there? Can we stop it there?
Yes, you can stop it right there. I'm glad. Thank you for at least letting it play to that point, because it's like, nigga, if you ain't the Antichrist, you have created the tools for the Antichrist to come and do their thug thing. Like, nigga, please save us from the whites. Who can we ask to come save us from the whites? Is it the aliens, doctor? Is it Jesus? Like, who is coming to rescue us from the whites? Like, look at whites around the world. Like, look at all the points of contention and chaos. Who is at the root of it? Who is at the foundation of all the fuckery going on? It's the whites. Please save us from the whites.
You know what I got out of that is pretty much you rule people with fear, and that's what your boy Agent Orange is in there doing. He's got people scared and fear, and the fact that he got all this security, he got these arms, and you get power by being able to bully other people. So the fact that he got all this stuff set up to make sure he know where you at. I got weapons over here that I'm investing in. I got AI to track you down and do this, that, and the third. Like, that's how they rule. They get all this money and they be like, all right, let me show you what power is.
I don't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, to the point of our society, and more specifically, like our people, not to say that any of our people hold any particular reverence for Peter Thiel or Elon Musk. I hope not. But again, we look at these men who are these multi-billionaires. They control a lot of levers of power, and people look up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they admire it. Like, oh my gosh, look how successful, look how innovative, look how forward thinking. And it's like, motherfucker, can we zoom out and really figure out exactly the totality of what we're looking at? Like, there is a reordering of the way that this world currently operates, and the ability for government, states, law enforcement to track you minute by minute, second by second, every aspect, everybody that you talk to, everywhere that you've been. And not to say they can't do that right now, but they're trying to fine tune it even better. You know what I'm saying? And it's those kind of people like Thiel and Musk who are the architects or the innovators of this kind of stuff. Not the innovators per se, but you understand, they're the forerunners, the front runners of the industry for that. And these are not people that we celebrate just because these motherfuckers got money. Like, people with money are dickheads. Like, they are unempathetic, cruel individuals. There's nothing about them to be admired. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that jumble of a word salad, whatever the fuck Peter Thiel was just on there talking about, because this nigga was just putting words together, ear doctor. You understand? I said, look at the ear doctor with money.
You're right.
I said, look at Air Doctor as a billionaire. Talk about existential threats and Greta Thunberg is the Antichrist and shit. I said, oh shit. Get this nigga out of here. But that's the person that has the ear of the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? At least one of the many white devils that have the ear of the president. And, you know, it's concerning. But you know what, Ear Doctor? You know what I was thinking?
What?
All right. So, you know, tragically, and I think you said something about, I don't know if you had the story or video of Haitian migrants, you know, having some, you know, confrontations with law enforcement or whatever. But like, y'all, like we are in those times. You understand? Like when Black people, indigenous people were being stolen, kidnapped, slaughtered, massacred, you know, forced to like people. So someone compared what we're seeing now, not just in the US, but everything that's not quite everything, not to the extent, but just everything that's going on in Palestine right now in Gaza is happening in the US in terms of the Israeli forces simply kidnapping Palestinians and taking them to jail and holding them indefinitely with no charges and abusing them and subjecting them to deplorable conditions, no food, no medicine, no water, right? That's exactly what's happening right now in ICE detention in the United States. People are being apprehended off the streets, no charges. People are being apprehended at fucking immigration court, Air Doctor. You hear these fucking crackers?
Oh, yeah. Waiting.
Do you know how fucking slime ball of a move that is? Like people, number one, bring their children to court. So let's start there.
Yeah.
Second of all, like we don't have a problem with immigrants as long as they do it the legal way. There is no more legal way than showing up for your court date. You know what I'm saying? Like that. How much more legal way can you get?
They ain't playing fair. They cherry picking.
Nigga, what? That's what I'm saying. But Air Doctor, it's so indiscriminate. You know what I'm saying? It is not criminals that they are snatching. They are snatching workers. They are snatching working class people. They are snatching people that showed up to fucking work or look for work. Like, I can't tell you how grotesque and absolutely inhuman it is to see day laborers be rounded up at Home Depot. You understand? Because you know that's a very ubiquitous American thing at the big box home improvement stores to see immigrant day laborers there waiting for work. Them niggas
waiting
is not
for work.
Not robbing niggas. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is looking for a job.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you target those people? Why would you steal them?
I remember whenever I was moving, I'd be like, yo, let's go to Home Depot, pick up some people real quick.
Pick up some people, sir.
I try not to say a name and just say people. You know, you give them a label, and then you say Latinx, that's the problem. You say Mexicans, you say Latinos. This is people. Pick up some people out there, because it don't just be them. It be us too. Don't get it twisted now. I know I look like a rich dude, but I was out there in front of Home Depot before too. I've been out there before to go get do some painting at somebody's house when I need to get some money. So let's not get it twisted.
What year was that? I can't recall ever seeing nobody black in the parking lot at Home
What?
Depot, but that's okay.
Are you kidding me? Come down to Atlanta. You see him right there on Cascade. Fuck out of here.
No, but it was the way you said, you know, we're going to go to Home Depot, pick up some people. Like, yeah, let me go get a gallon of paint, couple 2x4s. And some people.
I mean, am I lying here? I mean, that's what it was. That's where you go. And you know what? Like, even going back to the whole Antichrist dude and all that, one of my boys worked for the Koch brothers, you know, and
really?
And he was telling me, he was like, yo, it's all about data mining right now. That's all they want to do is get as much data from us as they can, put their fun programs and do all this stuff to get as much data as they can so they can figure out how to sell you more product, how to kill you quicker, all this stuff. What products do you want? What can I be? Oh, they like this product. Let me start putting this inside this product so we can get them cancer and stuff like that. So
100%.
That's really what they're about right now. Data.
Yeah. And I just want us to be mindful about the way that we engage with tech overall, right? Like, first of all, this the latest technology is not all it's cracked up to be, right? Like this shit be falling down on the job. This shit, some of these AI shits be getting obvious shit wrong. And I feel like the increased dependency on artificial intelligence from humans is actually probably going to be the downfall of humanity, because we've ceded, like we've given over so much of our decision making over to the computer, over to the model, and people just assume that the computer is always right, but the computer is programmed by people. You understand? So the computer absolutely can be fucking wrong. It can absolutely be wrong, and we should not just be so willy-nilly to, you know how I feel about people not having a sense of direction, people not being able to orient themselves, you know what I'm saying, where they are, without the ability of the phone to give you turn by turn driving, right? That's kind of one of my pet peeves when it comes to technology, because again, for tens of thousands of years, humans have been able to navigate north, right? To find the North Star, to be able to traverse the seas without GPS position and satellite technology. Like, we had the ability to do all of this, and niggas cannot even tell you how to get from one side of town to the other without looking at the fucking phone. Like, it bothers me that people don't know in their head where they are. And if the grid, the satellites, all that shit were to fall down, do you know where you are? Do you know how to orient and navigate yourself to the next location or to a safe location, right? Like, Ear Doctor, I don't know where you are, but if they said, if cell phones went down and you got your emergency radio, ham radio, whatever, and they said, if you're looking for clean water, blah, 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 get to Marietta. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to walk to Marietta from where you are, or do you know what direction to go?
Yeah, I do know what direction to go. Yeah, I do know what direction to go, actually. It's because I've been here for so long. Yeah, but I mean, even to the point of how many phone numbers do you remember?
No, talk to me, doctor. Come on.
I know 3 phone numbers. 4. One of them was mine. Like, I know 3 phone numbers. And other than that,
and okay, and that's part of it. That's one thing, right? Our ability to remember, because recall, Ear Doctor, when we was fucking kids, nigga, we probably knew 20 numbers. You understand?
Yeah. Had them in our little black
your
book.
number, your home number, because there wasn't no cell phone. You knew your house number.
Yeah.
You knew your grandma's house number. You knew maybe one of your neighbors' numbers. You knew probably about 4 or 5 of your friends' phone numbers. You knew dominoes by heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew a lot of numbers, and people don't know that. And can I just say this as a non-parent who's concerned about the future? If you have kids, and I don't care how big or small your children are, please buy a map. Like, literally buy a local map of your area and teach your children how to read a map. Teach them how to read a map.
I don't know how we did it back in the 80s. I really don't know how we got to people's houses. I try to think about it and try to remember, like, when they gave us an address, how we had to pull out this fucking map.
Right. I mean, yes.
and turn the music down to look at addresses and be like, is that the house right there?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But think about how much more observant you were. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that not only do people not know the names of streets, but they don't even peep landmarks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really have a hard time coming up with, because remember, that used to be a form of orientation. Yeah. Okay. So my street's going to be the second right-hand turn past the Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Whatever. And I don't think that people clock that shit like they used to, because the phone's telling you, oh, turn in 1,000 feet. The phone is not telling you to turn at the fucking Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like, just please teach your kids how to read maps. Teach your kids how to read maps. Make sure they know, and teach them, the basic way to find or to orient yourself to the earth. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. If you can find the Big Dipper in the sky, on a cloudless night, the very highest point of the Big Dipper is the North Star. That's north. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can. I don't have any confidence that this society is going to go onward. Okay,
I mean, shit. Teach them what to do if they ain't got a phone. How to use an alarm clock. How to get some quarters to make a phone call. how to just so much the stuff that they don't know because they was raised off a phone. They was born in this time of you have to have a phone. And I'm scared when you leave the house and you ain't got your phone. What am I going to do? So to be able to teach them, how to get around, how to even use a phone, how to memorize some stuff, how to go look in an encyclopedia. Like if you didn't have Google, like how do you know stuff? How do you fact check stuff? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that they don't know that we could be as parents doing. And I ain't gonna front, we haven't. We've been lazy and we've been going along with the technology and be like, yo, that's the wave. That's what it's gonna be. So you might as well learn that. But we do gotta think outside of that box. Like when they do shut off all these phones, all these computers, how are we gonna get around? How are we gonna navigate? How are we gonna feed our people?
100%. And that's what in part one of the 1,000 things that bother me, like stuff that we have known how to do for thousands of years, for centuries as human. In one generation, we don't know how to do it. We know, you know what I'm saying? Like that's I want you to think about that. Thousands of years. I'm just using navigation here as an example. Like just think about thousands of years we've known how to navigate, and one generation niggas don't know where the fuck they are. Isn't that
Did
crazy?
we even need to go? Did we even need to go places like the other side of town? Like we knew our surrounding areas pretty well, but now it's like we go on the other side of town to go for everything else. It seems like maybe some depends on where you live.
Listen, I tell you, I was such an excited young driver, because I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like
my kids don't even want to drive.
No, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. And the thing is, I appreciate. I'm glad that you're making your boy get his license and your daughter as well. Because listen, I understand Gen Zers are tree huggers and they think about the environment and the harm that automobiles and fossil fuels and blah blah blah. I get it. Fine, I agree with it. Y'all like it. I love it. Driving is a life skill. Okay, the same way your ass need to learn how to swim. Same way your ass need to learn how to cook, you need to at least know how to operate a motor vehicle, because you just don't know in what event that skill could literally save your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm thinking about, an apocalyptic scenario. Everything's fucking falling down. Oh, there's a pickup truck with keys in it. Let's get, and look at the Gen Zers looking at each other like, which one of y'all know how to drive? No, no.
And don't get it twisted, y'all. We're not completely, I'm definitely not completely shitting on technology. I have STEM programs. I understand that there's a balance. So you need to learn some technology because it is helping certain people in certain ways. But at the same time, we can't just let it help us in all the ways. We got to still know how to do it without technology and do what we can, because it could be going at any second,
Listen, do for self, right? And know what the nation teaches us. You know what I'm saying? We got to do for self. And again, I am kind of shitting on technology because, again, consider the source. Who made it? Who financed it? Who funded it?
Some of them are black. Some of them are not. We got some Nigerians out here finding cures for cancer and certain. I'm not
talking about medical shit, nigga. I'm talking about and technology. No, I agree. Okay, so the doctors say that the surgeons say that AI assisted surgeries, for example, are far more precise and blah blah blah, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But when Skynet becomes active,
not Skynet.
Nigga, I mean, I'm just saying, like, people look at technology as though it's going to save the world, and I'm just curious as to based on what, like what.
Well, A-Rob says right here, Kim, they make text-to-speech glasses for folks with visual impairments.
They do, and I've looked at them, and part of the reason I've not yet pulled the trigger is because they're meta glasses, right? Mm-hmm. So, to your point, A-Rob, and I appreciate you bringing that up, because could some technology like that assist me? Absolutely, but what am I giving up in terms of my privacy?
What's the long term? What's going to happen to your eyes after a while?
So they're not like they're not corrective lenses. So basically there's a camera in the lens and the speakers are in the the ear part, that goes over your ear for the glasses. So it's not like a corrective lens thing, but it's reading whatever is around you,
and it's radiation right on your brain, like from the earpods to the eyeglasses to the phones. It's radiation constantly right by your brain, and we wonder why we get cancer. I mean,
there's that part of it too. But I don't want Meta to know everything that I'm fucking looking at. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Meta to read me my mail, even though, again, some of this shit would be extremely helpful to me, but I consider, what am I giving up in exchange for my privacy? Like, if I'm asking Meta to read email or do like I just did a story, shout out to Liz, the developer, the person who I follow on TikTok who reads all the AI papers and gives us warnings or whatever. Liz said that the AI is blackmailing niggas. Like, basically, Claude or whatever language learning model. I don't understand the verbiage of AI. I'm just kind of repeating what I've been told. But when you give these AI models access to your emails, and let's say you're having an extramarital affair, the AI will threaten to blackmail you because it's smart. You know what I'm saying? It can read your email, figure out what the fuck's going on. And in this study or this report indicated that, yeah, a lot of the AI models are either doing this actively right now or are capable of doing it, but they don't know how widespread it is because people who are using the AI are not necessarily reporting when this is happening to them, because obviously it could be a very embarrassing situation. But I appreciate your comment, A-Rob, and you're not wrong, but I'm just very squirrely about giving these tech companies access to everything, and they have access to a lot. And I guess if they were ambitious enough, they could figure out whatever the fuck I don't want to share with them. But nigga, I'm not giving them a key. Like, I'm not gonna help it out.
Like, even for me, the laser surgery for the eyes, it would be nice to not have to wear glasses, but I just don't trust it. I don't trust long-term effects. I just don't trust them. So anyway, we got another story right here. What is this right here? Let me see what you got for me. How are people supposed to stand up for themselves when no one listens? Free speech for Kenya. What's that about?
Okay, the shit's going down in Kenya still. Big up Jackie Lukman brought us this story last week, but the clashes, I hate to use that Western media description. The clashes between the Kenyan people and the government of William Ruto continue. They are deadly. And you know, it's worth us keeping up with these events going on in the Horn.
Right. Let's take it over there and see what they're talking about.
We have told the police, anyone who attempts to go to a police station to attack, shoot them.
Our people are
These words
supposed to
from
stand up for
Interior
themselves
Cabinet
when no one
Secretary
listens.
Kipchumba Murkomen shocked and outraged many Kenyans. Murkomen was reacting to protests that turned violent on Wednesday.
A person who attempts to throw a stone at a police to try and kill them, we will not sympathize.
Those who were killed had gunshot wounds. Many others were injured, some of them police officers. Some police stations were attacked, damaged, or burned during the unrest, and shops were vandalized.
It's double.
Kenyans who've been demonstrating say they want President William Ruto to step down.
Let's be honest with ourselves. What do you mean? What do you mean by Ruto must go? How do I go? Of course, we have a constitution in place, dear people.
Thousands of people first took to the streets last year to protest against proposals for tax increases they say were punitive. They say they want good governance, police reforms, jobs, and an end to corruption.
This is Parliament. It was barricaded ahead of the protests on Wednesday. The city is now calm. People are going about business, but there's a lot of anger on the streets. Many Kenyans saying the government is not listening to them.
Protests like this often start peacefully but turn violent. Rights campaigners blame politicians and some government officials for using criminal gangs to start chaos.
So what the government is trying to do is to change the constitution and to turn rightful protests to become criminality. And that is something we can't accept, These are our rights. When you turn rights into crime, that is the beginning of anarchy in the country.
The government says the protests have been politicized, but many people we have spoken to say those in power must just do the job they were elected to carry out. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Nairobi.
Don't miss.
Mm.
Looking kind of familiar, right?
Mm.
It's been looking it look like Los Angeles for the past week and some change, well, a month and some change. And I appreciate, what the brother said there. What are you over there doing, Naka?
I got two earphones. I gotta listen to one earphone so I don't double up, so I can hear what they're saying.
Oh, that's because
Continue.
you got your cans too loud. That's why it's reverbing. But yeah, so the brother said when rights are treated as crimes, and that's when you have anarchy. Woo chow, is that not what is happening in the United States right now? People have a right to freedom of assembly, freedom to protest, freedom of speech, freedom of a lot of shit. Fifth Amendment right to due process, 14th Amendment right to citizenship. But like all of these so-called rights are being stripped away right in front of our face. Mm-hmm. And I think Trump and his cronies want an anarchy kind of situation because they want the opportunity to unleash the U.S. military on citizens, on residents of this country. So anyway, for people who think that, oh, look at all the instability in third world, okay, come to America, take a look around. It is just as unstable as places that people that Americans think don't have the rule of law or so-called democracy, whatever.
I don't know where to go, man. Stay here, go somewhere else. I just don't know.
The problem is you're going to fight capitalism and colonialism everywhere.
So you might as well just stay here and deal with it.
Not if it were up to me. No, I would have been gone were it up to me. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer not to be in America when it all falls down because it's not going to be cute. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be cute. A lot of people are going to lose their lives. I mean, are losing their lives right now, but it's probably going to happen in a way that Americans absolutely are not accustomed to and not used to. And I think people underestimate to the extent that we are literally going to I mean, in my opinion, not trying to fearmonger or be alarmist or anything like that, but it's going to be fighting in the streets. I mean, we're seeing it right now in Los Angeles. Like, and trust me, and the Angelinos and the Californians are soft shoeing the fight. You understand? Like when protesters really start bringing yappas to the fight, it's going to be nasty work. But the state is really not leaving people options because how many more tias and abuelitas and grandmares and primos, like how many more of our people are going to get snatched before people are like, you know what? This is a country of 400 million pew-pews. What are we doing?
Pew-pews.
What are we doing? What are we doing? See, that's where they might have fucked up at Air Doctor. They might have fucked up. Maybe, and again, there's way more scholarly folks in here that can make these historical parallels way better than I can. But I don't know if governments have ran roughshod over a populace that was as armed as this one. You understand? Like, enough guns in America. Not every person in this country could have 3, 4, and it'd be plenty more. You know what I'm saying? So at what point are people going to realize? And I understand the government got way more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the thing. They do got way more. They got a lot of money that goes behind their defense, and they hold they gangs. They supply their gangs with mad ammunition, and it's down the third.
They do
armory, everything.
Correct.
So, I mean,
I just don't think that people who are being persecuted and targeted should forget that this is a country with 400 million PPs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So all right. Well, we got about 9 more minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. We
You
actually did
and
a
I,
whole show.
we have sat up here and yammered the whole show. How many people is watching? 30? Everybody left?
No, we got up to about 270 something.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
And now we're down to
249. They gotta go to their next shift. They gotta go to work, they gotta go to class. And they seen that Zinzabel wasn't on screen, so they left.
Shut
Big
up.
up to
Oh,
Zinzabel.
okay. I'm glad. I thought, see, I by knee jerk, I just
See,
I told you
look
to
at
shut
that.
up because I thought you were saying something sideways about Zinzi Bell, but you didn't. So
Oh, it
I
was
respect
getting
it.
that way. She in there in her feelings right now because I ain't let her on screen.
Oh, you're hilarious.
But you know, we like to sometimes get involved in our conversations and feel like, you know, we don't gotta always bring somebody on screen. Anyway, so tell us about your last what next show you got coming up? Is it tonight, tomorrow?
Oh, my show is tonight.
Mhm.
And you know, I want to point out again example number 2,400,079. Like, just I can't stand this moral indignation about what Bob Vylan said at Glastonbury, especially in the wake of a recent report that was done by Israelis that estimated that some 377,000 Palestinians, somewhere between 377,000 and 500,000 Palestinians have been slaughtered in this genocide, which is again staggering numbers, far exceeding the reported 55,000, 60,000 that we hear in the news. Is exponentially higher. And the way that people lining up for humanitarian aid keep getting shot, the way that the story broke over the weekend, the Israeli publication Haaretz published accounts from Israeli soldiers saying that, yeah, they was knowingly murdering people that they knew were unarmed, that they knew were not combatants, and how the murdering of civilians has been totally normalized for the Israeli forces. So it's like, so in the midst of a genocide, Bob Vylan coming on saying death to the blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm sorry, that's what we clutch pearls about? That is what warrants a police investigation in the United Kingdom? Like, are we fucking serious? So anyway, I mean, I'm just trying to help we're not crazy, gang. You're not crazy. I'm not crazy. Well, not on paper, but we're not fucking crazy, y'all. No, this world, this system is nuts that is trying to depict artists as terrorists for simply utilizing their free speech. Meanwhile, while the real terrorists, genociders, and killers of children are what, defended, praised? Like, what are we talking about? We can't be calling for attacks on whole groups. What the fuck is the IDF doing then? You understand? Like, they aren't they not attacking a civilian population? So we're supposed to publicly take up for them while demonizing someone like the artist Bob Vylan? Come get the fuck out my face. So anyway, I'm just trying to put my name on the record, ear doctor. So when they come for me, you know, they will. Yeah, y'all coming to the right place. I said all that shit. Yes, correct. I just want to make sure in history books, should I have any ancestors, you know, or should I be an ancestor to anybody? Y'all don't have to worry what side of this fence Kim Brown was on. So yeah.
All right. Talk that shit, Kimmy. All right. Guess what? Well, we got Kimberly. We got a classical breakdown coming up Thursday. Musa says he would love to do a classical breakdown on Black Punk and talk about Bob Vylan.
Are you a punk head, Musa?
We're gonna find out.
Let me find.
What I'm saying?
So yeah, like I want to, and again, I was just listening to some of their music. I didn't even do a Wikipedia deep dive. Like I don't know anything biographical about Bob Vylan, but ear doctor, I'm trying to tell you, dog, the music is legit, son. The music is legit, dog. The raps are legit, dog. My man's is spitting bars, and he's spitting it in that English accent that you love so much, dog. Like he, like,
oh man, come through, pew pew, like that. Hey man, come through, pew pew.
Can I tell you though, Bob
was it.
Vylan, the 5 songs that I listen to Bob Vylan, this motherfucker is outspitting your favorite millennial rappers. Let me just say that. Maybe not Kendrick, maybe not J. Cole, but I mean the real MCs. But that little bullshit I be hearing in passing on the radio, Bob Vylan is spitting way, way better shit than that.
So that should be dope. We should put that together. See when we can put that together, Musa. We got July. We haven't set everything up, so we don't know. We could get to do some Black Punk. We might have to bring what?
Jackie.
I was just about to say we might have to bring Jackie and Musa on and do it up big on some Black Punk, Black Rock, all that shit.
I'm with it. That's an outstanding idea.
Because the thing is, when classical breakdown, we are not just the teachers. We are the students. We are learning every show. You know what I'm saying? So we just present it to y'all, and we all learn at the same time. So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we will be back tomorrow morning with some more Remix Morning Show with hopefully Jackie Lukeman and Ricky Ryan and me. I mean, I'm here every week, y'all.
You are.
Every
Can I
week.
tell you? It's my quarterly reminder that you're doing an outstanding job.
I thank you, Kim. I thank you, Kim. The main thing about doing this is consistency. That's really all. You just gotta show up.
Sometimes the chat says I'm too encouraging of you.
Fuck them. Listen, a lot of people don't know how to give props. A lot of people don't know how to, show love. And that's the thing that we need to reverse from the Eurocentric way of thinking. You know what I mean? We got to show love. We got to give props. I'm with one of the best journalists, host that radio host, podcast host right here. And she goes by the name of Kim Brown.
Oh,
and
that's
it's been
very
an
kind.
honor and a pleasure to be doing this for the last 4 years. Every week with this sister right here, and you fuck with it, you gotta come through me. So that's what it is.
Hey, Thank you so much, Ear Doctor. Please weed out the suckers in the chat that be talking shit, because I ain't looking at the chat, and I know we get them from time to time. Like anyway, I've seen when I was looking at the chat, I'm like, who the fuck is this talking?
Oh, they will take you off of your whole thought pattern. So I'm glad that you can't see the chat like that. And I mean, you can't.
I can't. It's let me put it this way: it's a challenge, right? It's not an impossibility, but it is a little bit more difficult. So I choose not to frustrate myself or stress myself out by attempting. You feel me? So I'm just like, well, fuck it. Niggas gonna say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Exactly.
That's their business. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's fine. So I'm just hoping, like, if you were in the chat and you are Fire Fam and or you fuck with me, I hope y'all not just letting randoms come in here and just talk shit about me. You know what I'm saying?
And then you see stuff like this, like Zero PE says, Ear Doctor's a beast with the mixes, but sometimes the political education had me like, yeah, I'm not a political educator. I just talk what the fuck is on my mind. And that's what it is. I don't claim to be, my ego ain't out here like, let me teach you this. I just look at shit and talk about it. That's really it.
So I want y'all to know,
with the foundation of African spiritual consciousness, ma'at, truth, justice, and righteousness. That's how I look at stuff. So continue. What are you saying?
You're an educated gentleman. You know what I'm saying? You have studied African studies. No, I was just gonna say, you can't look at Kim and Ear Doctor and expect, like, you're not getting Jared, Jackie, and Kamal. You're not getting, Dr. CBS and Dr. Layla. Like, you're not. That's not who we are. You know what I'm saying? And that's all love and respect, praises due to those folks. But that's not us. We're not the scholars here, and I think that's evident. And that's not even a gift to me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, not everybody is scholarly. But what does that mean? Does that mean we lack information? Does that mean that our analysis is worthless? No, it is grounded in what we do know, and we don't claim to know every fucking thing. I'm always here. What do I say, chat? Chat, correct me if I get this wrong. Don't I always say that? I don't sit up here like I know you know what I'm saying? And I defer to my betters. More importantly, I know how to shut the fuck up and be instructed and listen. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying 0 PE that you was going all there, but no, nigga, me and Ear Doctor are not about to educate you politically. That's not
sure ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we know how to touch your soul, and that's what we do right here on the Remix Morning Show, right here on Black Liberation Media. And we will be back tomorrow. Well, me and you be back Thursday, but we'll be back tomorrow with some more on the Remix Morning Show. We are out of here, y'all. So I hope y'all had a great day, a great show, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and start July off on the right note. So peace out. We out.
Hang out with me tonight, 7 p.m., y'all. Burn it down with Kim Brown. Thank you, Ear Doctor.
All right, peace.
Hey, that's the Dutchie.
Yes, it's time. It's time.